Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. Hello, hi. I just kind of woke up. I'm a little, I'm a little groggy. But good morning. Hope your day has been okay-ish. As I mentioned in a previous video, I'm gonna be doing some more Gemsona stuff because I don't know. Lately, I've been like in really the mood to do some Gemsona things. So here I am doing that, and I'm going to be doing them in order of like their gemstone height thingy, like not like their actual height. Like you saw previously when I switched out to the other canvas that there were a bunch of gems that I had made, like, you know, they're thingy gems, and they're kind of the order that they're in is based on how big their gemstone is, so I'm going to be doing them in that order. And so this is Alexandrite Cat's Eye, and he is part of this little group of gems that I made one day. I just chose random gems with my friend, and I just kind of wanted to do it based more off kind of concepts rather than like proper character. I wasn't gonna do anything with these gems, which is why I made them purely out of aesthetic. But yeah, for this one I was like, what if I just made a really angsty gem, like intentionally angsty, that the kind of thing I was like, okay, what if his hair kind of roots out from his gemstone, because I often do that when I'm drawing Pearl. I'm kind of like, okay, I'll just make like the roots from her actual gem. It's not like that in the show or anything, but I'm like, I kind of like that. So with Alexandrite Cat's Eye, I'll just call him Alex. So with Alex, I really just wanted to kind of do that. Like the first time I went in with designing him, you'll notice that from the original sketch, and forgive some of these sketches, they're like really old. With this one, with the previous design, you can see that it's a little different. He has like cuffs on his hand on his homeworld outfit thing, and then he doesn't on this one. He actually has just like really big long gloves, and then on the Rebellion design, he has cuffs. And I made the joke after you see, like, you can't see it here, but I made the joke of Homeworld you get like a hair straightener, and then Rebellion you get like a blow dryer, because I was like, I'm gonna make his hair like super like emo straight, like, you know how people how some emos are just like, I'm just gonna flat iron my hair, and then others are just, I'm just gonna blow dry my hair and make it all poofy and stuff. And yeah, you see the other gems here, and you actually see a picture that I'm working on of all my gemsonas, or active gemsonas I should say, because those aren't all of them, that I currently like using, and some of these have interacted and some of these haven't interacted with each other. I just wanted to make a really cool picture. I know Zebra and Arcanite haven't interacted with most of these gems. I don't think any of them actually, but they're still in the picture because I love them. And my thing was so his squad, Alexandrite, is him, Amber, Water Tourmaline, and Blue Jade. And I wanted their outfits you see on his Rebellion design. Like, there's like this weird harp shape and some variation of that. And then my friend asked me about why, and I was just like, I just think they're neat. And yeah, I just think it's kind of neat. And I don't know, teams have symbols sometimes. Like, yeah, they're part of the Rebellion, they have a star and all, but like for their own personal thing, they have this weird harp shaped thing. And I kind of went with like, in Homeworld, he's like actually threatening and somewhat, you know, terrifying, but Rebellion, he's just kind of an angsty goof. I mean, he's still somewhat, but he doesn't hold the authority he used to anymore. Because I haven't entirely kind of really planned out their things. Like I said, all these guys just started out as concepts and not characters I was gonna develop. They were just kind of, I don't know, character design practice. I just wanted to draw some some characters that I wasn't gonna use, but I ended up using them. So he's sort of higher up in terms of the hierarchy, and I guess kind of like a manager or general or something like that. I guess something like I guess what Morganite would be to Rodnite. I'm not sure. We don't even know what Morganite does. I don't know what I'm on about. But yeah, I was kind of going with something like akin to that. So yeah, he's somewhat of like a terrifying kind of like, his gem is like, oh no, those guys are kind of mean, kind of like an A-gate, I guess. There it's like, oh, those guys are kind of mean. Don't want to hang out with those guys. They're dicks. But yeah, I haven't really done anything, I don't think, in terms of how he gets the rebellion. And he originally wasn't gonna go to the rebellion, but after the group photo where they're all on the beach, so it's basically a beach episode, I'm like, oh, but I want him to be with his friends. I'm terrible. But yeah, I'm just with this drawing, I did a lot of like copy paste, like so I can make it symmetry, and I try to avoid that with most of my art. But when it comes to reference pics, I don't hold back on it, because these are supposed to be reference pictures. They're supposed to be accurate and stuff. They're supposed to like show like the character design and etc. and proper proportions and stuff. So if I'm having trouble with like how long one arm is, and I can just, you know, just kind of copy and paste the other one for reference, I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna like, I need those. Oh, I keep hitting my table when like I record. I should stop like moving my arms around, because like when I talk I'm quite expressive, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I guess going back more into the design of it, like I said, I wanted this to be intentionally kind of like those edgy OCs, but I didn't want to overdo it, if you know what I mean. I wanted to give off this feeling of, oh, I'm an edgemeister, but at the same time I wanted to kind of still apply some proper colors to him. Like the reds aren't too oversaturated. They're a little toned down, and I feel like I used the shades of gray quite well. I think he turned out overall pretty nice. I also think the most appealing thing that I like about him is that red stripe down his face. That's just sort of like a red thing. You know, it's like it goes down to like to his nose, and it's like a little pointy and stuff. So I quite like that. My sweet Edgemeister kid. Oh yeah, I also gave him black eyes because I was like, that's pretty edgy. I'll do that. Why not? It's fun making these edgy characters. It's really a lot of fun. I was like, while I was drawing, I was like, man, he really reminds me of Carcat. It's like, at this point, I either make everyone myself or Carcat. But, you know, at this point, I'm kind of Carcat. But that's the point. I just make everyone like that. And I'm like, ugh. And I've noticed in a lot of these designs, I just do like really fluffy kind of emo hair. I don't know why that's my like to-go-to thing. It's just so fun to draw, actually. Like I do know why I go to it. It's just so much fun to draw. Just a lot of fun to draw. I'm terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna go into like his weapon, or kind of power. It's kind of a weapon, kind of a power. So basically what he has is magma / obsidian hands. Kind of obsidian hands. I'll explain. So what he can basically do is like, cause he's got like these really cool big claw-like hands or whatever. I wanted to do something to utilize them, cause I was like, well, he's got like these giant hands. What could I use them for? So my friends and I, we came up with magma hands, where he can heat up his hands to a point where they can turn into magma or lava. But it's like a little more solid, kind of in the shape of his hand, kind of magma kind of thing. And he can heat things up normally, just kind of like normally. But if he's in a state where he's just kind of sitting or whatever, he's not doing any activity, he cannot heat them up to the point where they become magma. He has to do some sort of rigorous kind of intense physical activity, like whether it be fighting or running or whatever it is, and it takes up to about 10 to 15 minutes for it to actually turn into kind of the magma thing, and it stays as the magma thing for quite a long while. I haven't decided the specific time yet, but oh, and there's a helicopter flying over. Okay, that is so rude. So rude. Rude. So I haven't decided the specific time of how long it lasts, but after a while it slowly begins, like it's starting to cool down and stuff, and once it cools down it turns into an obsidian like kind of state thing, like where his hand isn't like proper skin or anything, but it's like more of a stone, and you'll see later once I draw it that his hand does have like a red thing going down from it that's kind of like, oh well, I don't want it to be obsidian because obsidian's a thing, so I'll just kind of make it like his gem. And so that's it's a little more durable and tougher than the magma, but it does less damage because magma's just kind of, but the obsidian thing is kind of like, I'll just scratch you or whatever, and like it's more durable than skin and all this, like, you know, like a stone, like a gem. And that has a longer cooldown or heat up time than the magma, and while his hands are like weird obsidian things, he can't heat things up. So that's kind of his power / weapon thing. I don't know if, like, it's kind of a power, I guess. It's not really a weapon, but yeah. That's kind of basically the gist of his things. In terms of ability stats and stuff, he's more reliant on special ability, aka his magma stuff, than he is on strength, like physical strength and stuff. He's kind of weak in that aspect, I suppose. He's not the best. He's not like the worst, but he's not the best. He's quite agile, although his speed is like kind of average. His intelligence is, I'd say, it's quite up there. He's not a very good tactician though when it comes to war. He's just kind of, he wasn't one of those gems that, you know, did war stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't show the hands or anything, I don't know why, but I guess they don't record it, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, and maybe go more in depth of some other things regarding all my Gemsonas, like backstory and stuff. So yeah, I will see you next time, and bye bye.